Good morning, my YouTuber friends. It's another beautiful day, although it is bitterly cold. It's been minus 11 most of the time, and inside this building, the breezeway here, it certainly, you could probably see my breath how cold it is here. I just took a moment to make a video, make the update, and so yeah, it's been a great week. And I hope you're all doing well. I'll show you some of the clips that I did this week, and then also I'll show you where I finished off for the week. It's gotten too cold today, and I'm just gonna finish this up, and then it's supposed to be warmer again on Monday, and that'll be good because it's just simply too cold. Yeah, so I got the last joist in, and I've put 2-inch styrofoam in between the joists and pinned it with brad nails. I got the second row started, and down this corner here, what I've done is I made myself a little jig on the saw, very simple. But that's why they call me Jiggity George. And anyway, so I was able to cut all the pieces the same width, because I had a lot of scrap to deal with. And actually I have very little scrap left over now. And as you can see, I got stacks of this stuff over here. And so I'm going to finish about 5 feet of this by the door, and then start bringing some of the material in. And I'll probably put a tarp down first, kind of like a barrier. I've got lots of old lumber tarps, and I will put that down on top first, and then put the strapping and probably get the flooring started. All right. So another quick update. I've finished the last of the insulating on this on the floor. I've already, on this side, you can see I've got strapping every 16 inches. You can see a bit over on that side. And so I'm ready to strap this last part. And then I'm going to start installing the floor and hopefully move those cupboards for the last time. All right. All right, so another little update. Of course, I got all the insulation in, and I got the tarps down, and then I started putting the flooring in. As you can see, I'm about a little bit over a third, I guess. And I'm going to step up a little closer so we can have a look. So it looks rugged, but it looks nice too. I'm actually using 3 different types of boards, and he wanted to put a wider board in just kind of randomly. And so yeah, it's all coming together pretty good here. And it's good and solid. And well, probably a little bit of sanding and a finish, and it will be it'll make for a really nice floor. Got some really nice pine knots in there, and it's got a bit of dark in there. Obviously, some of that will stay. It's not all going to come off, but it will make for a really super floor. All right, now landlord is coming today, so I still have quite a bit of work to do. This shouldn't take me long to finish this part, but then I still got to deal with that back part there. So bit by bit, it's coming together. Well, we're definitely making headways now. I've taken the floor to as far as I can go, and I've moved all that stuff. The door's gone. I've started to put the styrofoam in. As you can see, I've just only got a little ways left to dig the trench and put the styrofoam in, and then I can put the beam in on this side and put the rest of the floor joists in. I'm probably going to have to get rid of this flagstone. I'll have to careen it outside somehow to deal with it, but it shall be done. Okay. Yeah, so this is how far I got here. The floor I got up to as far as I could go. I think I showed you guys that already. And of course I got the rest of the trench in, and the styrofoam in. I've got all the floor joists in. I've started to put styrofoam in. The deal is now is that I'm going to have to cut some more of this thicker stuff around the outside, and that means I'm probably going to get all covered up in white styrofoam dust. And so I thought it would probably be better if I made the video before I started cutting that up. But that's probably where I'm going to leave it for this week, and we'll get back at it next week. One of the things there is this wall here I want to paint before I start doing the ceiling, which means that whole section there has to be replaced, and then we're going to put old shingles that we've salvaged, we're going to put back around it. So it'll look like one complete shingled wall, and then that will be painted a nice white. I'll probably spray paint that. But it's going to be easier to do it now rather than trying to get into that triangle. Oops. Up there. Once the floor is in, it would be almost impossible to paint in that corner. So I'm thinking it's going to be a much better option to try to do it ahead of time. So that'll be sort of next week's project after the floor is completed. And then we'll see how far we get. Well, my friends, that concludes another cold week up here in Ontario. And like I said, hopefully the weather will turn around tomorrow, because it's very hard to stay motivated in these cold temperatures. I had both my knees replaced approximately 5 years ago. And even though I wear extra clothing, the steel in my knees, it just attracts the cold like crazy. And after a while, it can get quite uncomfortable. Nothing to say of the tips of my fingers. Anyway, I wish everybody a really good week. Thank you all so much for watching. There was some great views last week. And I appreciate if some of you can subscribe to the channel. And if you can give this video a like, that also helps with the circulation. So until next week, this has been The Progress.